As I get ready to build this thing, one thing comes to mind, which is essentially I have a large cavity and I made these transition rings essentially to bring it down slightly to support the chimney. I have to say though, these things are not dry, and I'm pretty sure that this thing is under-engineered, and if I try to sit this on top of these, on top of that hole, I think it's going to collapse. I just don't think I've got this thing structurally sound enough. I really intended to try to do this all with clay. This technique is at least 1000 BC, maybe as early as 3000 BC, and I want to try to do it with a little bit of historical verisimilitude, but I have to tell you, after all this work, if I put this thing together and it collapses, I just won't be able to take it. So I'm going to put a slightly more modern structural element on top of this and underneath this to make sure the thing doesn't fall apart when I build it.
This is the same technique I've used in the past. It's just the refractory that I used to make the big can with a little rebar added. I'll go ahead and give this thing a pour, let it get set up, and then I'll unmold it and I'll use it to do the support structure for my furnace. I'm really sorry that I couldn't do this in clay, but I just didn't really think ahead and I didn't really have time to do it in a historically accurate manner.
Good morning. It's the day before the day I've been working for 2 months. This is Bloomery build day, and then tomorrow will be my big smelt. I'm filled with concern, consternation, and worry, but we're going for it anyway. For those of you who might be in a mild state of dread right now, I wanted to let you know that I'm going to do my best to avoid a butt crack during this construction process. You can see that one's really unstable, kind of concerning. Again, I don't really need structural stability, I just need thermal stability. Let me immediately revise what I just said. I don't need long-term structural stability. I just need the thing to not collapse before tomorrow. And in terms of thermal stability, I just need it to hold the heat in, which means I need it to not have a lot of holes in it and to be relatively tight. One of the things I read was that you should put a little shield on top of your air pipe in order to keep ore from dripping down and occluding your airflow. Honestly, I'm not sure I have enough ore to drip down and include my airflow, but what the heck, I'll do it anyway. Well, in my desire not to show crack and to build it from the back, I appear to have built the leaning tower of clay here. I'm out of clay. I'm going to have to use some of my commercial clay to finish up this side. It's not that I'm trying to make it beautiful. I just want to make sure I've got it airtight and all the cracks are sealed. So I'll do that, but first I'm going to build it up a little bit more. Just FYI. Nice down the throat shot there. I will keep building here. Then I'm going to let it set up for a bit, and then I'm going to give it a little bit of a fire just to start setting it up. This is the part that worries me. This thing's heavy. It might collapse my entire structure. Well, I think I would have to say that that is one of the most unlovely objects that I have ever seen. But it's mine, so I have to claim it. I think what I'm going to do is get ready to light a fire in it. Not a big one, just a little one, just to start getting it warmed up. See if we can't drag a little of the moisture out of this device and get some of that clay setting up a little bit.
Well, I think we should probably end the video here. Um, Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and do the big smelt. This video would run really long if I tried to incorporate them all together. So I think I'll just stop it here. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you want, but of course you don't have to if you don't want to. Tell your friends if you want, but again, if you don't want to, that's okay too. I think I've probably gone about as far as I can go with this particular construction video. We'll just let this thing cook tonight. So anyway, thanks very much for watching and have a nice day.